Well, finding the best school match to a child's long-term goals in the workforce can be difficult for many families, especially those who face challenging economic situations. Enter Enroll Indy. It's an organization focused on streamlining the school enrollment process. Its mission to help families choose schools that best fit their child's needs. Enroll Indy Executive Director Bill Murphy joins us now via Skype to explain. And Bill, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Enroll Indy launched in 2016, has had an amazing impact in these 3 or 4 years. But tee up, if you will, the opportunity here or the challenge facing parents where they are those who are historically disenfranchised or people of any socioeconomic class, if you will. What's the challenge that Enroll Indy really addresses?
Sure. I actually am the second executive director for Enroll Indy, so I moved here this year and one of my very first things I had to do was go through the school choice system myself for my own child. And as someone who is a lifelong educator, former deputy superintendent, former school principal, former special educator, I'm pretty well versed in how to navigate a school system and figure out the best thing for my children, for my 3 sons. And it is hard. And for the average parent for whom this is a new experience, especially like our parents of younger children or parents who are having children enter a choice system for the first time, or even folks who are just struggling day to day with whatever life is throwing at them, it is hard to figure out what are my options, what options am I entitled to, how can I exercise those choices, and how do I find the best fit for my child? And so Enroll Indy works really closely with Indianapolis public schools, but also with all of the charter schools and magnet schools in Marion County that are part of IPS or are chartered by the mayor's office or the state charter school board, to make sure that families really have the best possible understanding of how to exercise those choices, and to make sure that seats at high quality schools are equitably accessed by folks from all walks of life.
And if you look at the numbers, kind of proof is in the pudding in terms of the success of Enroll Indy. You received over 5,000 applications in round 1. 89%, almost 90% of families received a match. That's some pretty good results.
Yes, sir. And actually for high school, where the choice becomes even more crucial, because if you're a student in IPS, all high schools are open to you. And so you have your choice of all of the IPS high schools and all of the charter schools. It is especially important that parents and students understand what they're signing up for their 9th to 12th grade education. For those grades, we actually have a 100% match rate. We heavily target kids who are in the transitional grades, 8th graders rising into 9th grade, kindergartners rising into 1st, or pre-kindergartners rising into kinder, to make sure that at those kind of key junctures in a kid's life, their parents understand what all the options are in front of them. Historically, it was a lot about knowing somebody that knew the right process. And we have enrollment guides that will just sit down with a parent for as long as it takes to help them understand how to get their child into a magnet school, how to choose a charter school, how to engage in any choice that they want to within IPS or the charter schools.
Only have about 30 seconds left, Bill, but this kind of service in this alignment, I'm sure has always been important, but it seems to me that it's even more important now with the needs in the workforce to really get these students on a path that is really aligned with what they want to do and then aligned with the needs ultimately of the workforce.
Absolutely, without question. And I think the thing we're facing right now with so many parents living at home with their kids under various degrees of quarantine is making sure that folks know that April 30th deadline is still in play, and we want to make sure folks are getting in touch and getting the support they need to complete applications for their school choices.
All right, Bill Griffith, thanks very much. Great perspective, great work at Enroll Indy. Again, April 30, that important deadline for parents as well. Bill Murphy, thank you very much for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.